Have you ever wished that you could open a plugin with a single tap, open or collapse all of the folders in your huge project with a single press of a button, do some advanced MIDI functions without having to hunt for all kinds of menus and clicking in all kinds of places? Well, in my previous video, I showed my workflow with a tablet as a remote control for my DAW, and I got a few requests for a getting started type of tutorial. Today, I'm going to show you how I create these time-saving and workflow-enhancing buttons from scratch. Hello everyone, my name is Noam. Let's get straight into it. First of all, you have to go and download and install the software named Touch Portal. Just Google it, Touch Portal, and you should arrive at touchportal.com. Go ahead and click Downloads, download for Windows or Mac OS, install the app on your device as well. When you first install and run the application on your PC or Mac, you should get a screen similar to this one, and you have to connect your mobile device. You can do this either via Wi-Fi, use this handy little button to scan the QR code, which can help you with that, or you could connect via USB. Just make sure you've got USB debugging enabled on your device. Once you've got it connected, you should have this green dot at the bottom right, and you are ready to program your first button. In the free version, I think you get 2 pages with 8 buttons. So you can click anywhere to create a button. For our first example, we'll go here to Input and Virtual Key Press. Just drag that in here. Now we click Control-Shift-K and Add. Trust me, this will all make sense in a minute. Under button text, you can add Close Folders. Then go to background settings, turn on the background, pick a color, say red. You can click on sync to get rid of that gradient. Save and close. That button should now appear on your mobile device. Let's now hop into Cubase and finish setting it up so that this button will actually close all of the folders in our project. So here we are in Cubase. We got to go to Edit and then Key Commands. Now you can search for visible folders. And you can see you get collapse all visible folders. I've already assigned this key command, but just for demonstration purposes, I'll remove it and click here. Now I will hold Control, Shift, and K at once, and that will just enter this immediately. Time to test the button. I have a large project loaded up. It's actually a template, which I reviewed in a previous video. It could be a little overwhelming looking through all of these tracks. So let's see what happens when I tap close folders here on my tablet. Boom! Isn't that amazing? Let's try adding a button that will allow us to open a plugin with a single tap. We're back in the Touch Portal interface. Click on any blank spot. This time we go to Input, Mouse, click. You can go for default, left button click. The duration you could just leave as is. Click location. I will go for use the mouse position. Add. Now we go into Logic. Wait. We want to give Cubase time to open the little window. So we'll wait for 100 milliseconds. Then we go back and write some text. Say Pro Q. Virtually press Enter, add that as well, add in some text for the button, and you can give it a color. Let's put it here so you can see it. Testing time. I gotta make sure I got a track selected, and then all I gotta do is hover my mouse over this area and press the Pro Q button on my tablet. Boom, like magic. Now I'll show you one last example using some advanced MIDI functions. I've got here a string ostinato sounding like this. Now I've already worked on the velocities here, but let's say I had it all in one fixed velocity. What I want to do is make every second note a little quieter. So we'll get sort of a da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da effect. This can be found under Edit, Key Commands again. Look for each second, and you got this velocity minus 10% for each second note. Let's make a key command. Say, I don't know, Control-Alt-Shift-A. The key command doesn't matter because we are not going to use the keys. This is just what our Touch Portal app is going to trigger in Cubase. Back in Touch Portal, we can now right-click on this previous button, copy the button, paste it. Now change this virtual key press by double-clicking, clearing, and going for Control-Alt-Shift-A. Then add, I'd change the color, and obviously change the text. Call it measured tremolo. Save and close. Testing time. I'll make this a little bigger so it'll be easier to see the effect. Let's select all of these and press our new button on the tablet. Boom! Let's listen to it. If I'd want to exaggerate the effect, I could do it again. Boom. So as you can see, this is very powerful and opens up a ton of possibilities for enhancing your workflow. In my previous video, I talked about why that is so important. So go check that out if you haven't done so yet. You can take things even further by purchasing their very reasonable priced Pro version, $14, I think. You can add, instead of just 8 buttons, like 100 or more on each page, and you can have an unlimited number of pages. I, for instance, created a sort of screensaver page, just very minimalistic, black with a little inspirational text. So when I'm not using Cubase, I am not distracted by all of the buttons. There's also an option for auto navigation. You can have it go to a specific page when you open a specific app like Cubase or OBS or whatever. You can have a page with shortcuts to different apps on your PC, a browser or a text editor, whatever. You can also add icons to the buttons to make them easier to find on your tablet. You get the point. That's what I've got for today. If you got any questions, any requests, please drop them in the comments below. I read every comment. If you like the video, please give it a thumb up. Subscribe to the channel. That would help me a lot. Until next time, goodbye.